Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D somewhere out there. Let me show you. We're still in Oaxaca, but this place is more of like the industrial place. So we have Sam's Club right over there. You know, McDonald's, McDonald's practically everywhere. Sears, Office Depot. But it's pretty much just like America. You know, every store that you can think of in America, they most likely they'll have it here about 90% of the time. My friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. Today, I decided to take another day off and just go and enjoy my time in Oaxaca. And earlier, I went over the HSBC to cash out, I believe, 7,000 pesos. It turned out to be like $380. Sorry, I just had my lunch. It turned out to be $380. So ever since I came, every $100 that I cash out, now if I were to cash out $100, it would be 1,880 pesos. So roughly we're down by. It used to be like 1970, but 1,970 pesos. Now it's 1,880 pesos. But when you take out with a credit card, they charge you the 3%, and it's 1,860 pesos. But it is what it is, because I don't carry any cash on me, and I figure it's very convenient. I can just actually I ran out of cash. I think I came here with like 14 or 1,200, and it's been like I came here in the beginning of February, so we're doing okay on money, But it was quite easy cashing out from HSBC. My first time ever. I've never taken cash out of a credit card ever because the interest is so ridiculous. And so this video is gonna contain a bunch of news. And remember, I said I was gonna go. I'm planning to go visit my grandma, but because Vietnam is not opening up, and surprisingly, they opened up about a couple of days ago or a week ago. What's the date today? I think today is like May 26, 27, somewhere around there. But Vietnam is one of the countries that actually open up without any travel restrictions. I think it's a good thing that a lot of countries are start opening up, especially Europe, right? Europe is important. Man, when I look at Canada, when I look at the U.S., we are fighting, but it's just the politics there, and like some of the people in government, even some of the institution, the CDC, the FBI, CIA. It's so crazy to the point where when we talk about the Constitution, the rule of law, who are the people that upholding the law, the Constitution? And I believe that there are people in government, but they're in the U.S., but very, very small. And I think at this point is much more important to wake the people up. And I think, President Trump did just that. He woke a lot of people up. Otherwise, people would be sleeping. If he, anyway, my friend, I think it's a good thing that, countries are start opening up. I've mentioned a couple of countries in the previous, not the previous video, but in some of the videos in the past. Costa Rica, Mexico, definitely, Costa Rica, and El Salvador. Now, a lot of countries are opening up if you take the PCR test, but I personally don't believe in the PCR test because that was the cause in the very beginning. COVID, to me, it would just either there were minimal cases. But the thing is, when you test them, when you use the PCR and you test, whether you have it or not, these are false PCR testing. meaning that, you know, they reset, they the way that they do it, they set the cycles on the testing. So even if you don't have it, you know, and you test, you still get positive, right? From the very beginning, it's supposed to be a minor cold. Wake up, buddy. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, it's okay. You can go back to sleep. A minor flu, and and in my opinion, the PCR is what caused, you know, the exaggeration of COVID, and we just kind of play along from there. And the reason why I believe what I believe, my friend, COVID were in the playbook from the very beginning. Like, you know, when people first came out, they were like, no, you know, like, they were like, yo, man, like, you know, these people, like, you know, the Elliots, they had, like, you know, the plan for the next, like, 30, 40, 50 years, right? They will tell you, like, they will tell you what's gonna happen here, what's gonna happen here, what's gonna happen here. When this whole COVID hit, I was like, I was already skeptical, but I just couldn't believe that people would actually take it to this point for control, to depopulate, and to run, to have a one-world government. Like, and now we can see it clearly. And what I mean by seeing it clearly from the mainstream media, you know, even all the billionaires like Bill Gates, there were a lot of the people that went to Davos, and, you know, like, their names are on there. But Bill Gates tends to be the popular one because he's always, you know, we know that he invested in vaccines. We know that, you know, when we look at the people that are taking the vaccines, their immune system end up being weaker. And some of these people die from heart attack, and we just kind of, we're sweeping it under the rug. But I don't think we're gonna sweep it under the rug anymore, because people don't trust the mainstream media. People don't trust the social media. And, you know, like, with everything that's happening, I think it's a great thing that countries are standing up and just like, yo, you know, like, you guys are lying. And yes, they are lying. And, you know, people should be held accountable for this. People that are in the government in the US, people that are, you know, pushing for this message, you know, doctors, nurses, not the good ones, the bad ones, right? I think everyone that pushed for this whole, like, COVID and the vaccines, like, you know, pharmaceuticals should be held accountable, because we're talking about people, we're talking about lives here, right? These people, they have family, they have kids, they have siblings, they have grandma, grandpa, just like us. And you know, and for profit, we're just gonna, like, we don't treat them like people. You know, for me, it is absurd, okay? And right now, like, because everything is starting to come to light, you know, there are evidence of people die from heart attack after taking the vaccine. People that are taking the vaccine for COVID ended up getting COVID. Why? You know, remember natural immunity? It was swept under the rug just like that. Ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and right now, you know, everything is starting to die down. We know that nobody can trust the, like, social media, the mainstream media, and here we are again with the monkeypox, right? So I think these people, they're just kind of going all in. And when I say these people, I'm being very specific, okay? And people that are part of the World Economic Forum, people that went to the Davos meeting recently, and how they have the playbook for depopulation, you know, and how they envision the world, right? Trust me, the lower class, the middle class, all of us, most of us, you know, we're not part of it, meaning that eventually we will die off. That's the reason why they want us to take the vax, keep taking the vax, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. And then on the other hand, when we have the feds, and, you know, with the stock market, when I mean the Fed, the Federal Reserve, man, I feel like with everything that's happening, we have a government, we have the Constitution, the rule of law. At least I can only speak for the US, because that's where I grew up, that's how I was raised, and all of the people that I get my information from, they are from the US, right? So in America, we have something that is working. We need people in government to uphold the law, and we need people to, to push forward the to be on the right path. I think the reason why we have the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, simply because like the founding fathers, they saw what happened because they were running away, right, from the British, right, I keep saying right, but remember the Boston Tea Party, they boycotted, blah blah, too much taxes and blah 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 blah, but pretty much they saw this day coming, like, because they don't want government to have a lot of power. That's the whole point of having the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, is to give the people the power so that, to prevent from tyranny. And in America, we have a working system. Now, it's also a good thing that we, when it comes to voting, after seeing the 2000 Mules, the documentary, does voting really matter? In my opinion, I don't think it does. Otherwise, they won't let you vote. And for me, it's just like another game that they're playing. But at least in America, we have a system that is working as long as we have the right people in there, and then we continue, because to crash everything into the ground and to build something new, it will take a lot of time. We have something that is working. We just need the right kind of people to be in there. We need people that are actually, being for the people, by the people, okay? Because politics, when we look at it, like every presidential election, it's like, we're being fed with the same thing over and over and over again. And then, like, if we keep a track record of all the things that these people have said, they're lying over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? And there is just so much that is going on right now. I feel like, the only way for America, not just America, the world, okay, the world, like we need the right kind of people in there. And for some reason, deep down in my guts, I feel like everything is coming to light. And when I say everything is coming to light, yes, like people kept saying that, like, Donald Trump is part of the establishment. Okay, fine. But the thing is, he woke up a lot of people, and there are, actually people are start hearing about how he was being spied during his presidency, and what's happening with, like, with the current administration. We know that they are not for America, and then we know what happened with Hillary Clinton, and then we know the one before that, Obama. Everything is coming to light. And at the same time, I'm also like, I'm like, because all of the investigation were done back in 2016 with, like, the Judicial Committee with Trey Gowdy, Jason Chaffetz, and Jim Jordan, and all of those people, right? But nothing happened. Nothing happened. So hopefully, with this investigation, with everything that's happening, there are evidence, and if nothing happened, then we can kiss America goodbye. We can kiss humanity, or, the depopulation definitely gonna happen, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like, like, in order for humanity to survive, the cancer will self-destruct, because the environment is alkaline, meaning that, people around the world are waking up, not just America. And I feel like, the Elliots, right? The one that are trying to run the world, not everyone is going to be down with that, because, they handpick the billionaires, the people. Like, I feel, when I watch these people, they're so insecure, right? It's like their mentality is like, I'm so smart, I can fix the problems. But when they were the ones that created the problem, see the irony? The irony is that the one that started the problem tend to present us the solution. And I think people are waking up with the age of the internet, with the age of like you can't really hide it, right? And all of the things that they've said, if we look back, it's like all the evidence are there. And imagine if you are part of the government and you are destroying your country, people will see it. People will see it, and people will call out your bullshit. And I'm talking about people that are within the government, right? But when citizens of that country, I feel like America is waking up. That's why all of these companies, like the one that woke, they tend to go broke. And for the reason is, you cannot mess with kids, okay? You cannot infiltrate the education system and try to confuse kids about their gender or about their sexuality. Like, you see what I'm talking about? But I'm glad country are opening up, my friend, and I think America will lead with other country, and the truth will come to light. So much love wherever you are. Let me know. And the monkeypox, okay? The monkeypox, it's the same thing with the COVID. They have all of these like laid out, okay? And if they're gonna give you the vaccine, it's gonna be the same playbook with the COVID. Watch and pay attention, okay? But this time, I don't think they're gonna shut down the economy, because we know the economy, the end of the dollar is near. But it's part of the playbook, so just pay attention and prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. For me personally, I don't have much. I love gold, I love silver, but I prefer to hold on to cryptocurrency because I see the value in it. There's Bitcoin and there's crypto, and it's digital money. So my friend, I know I get all like worked up when I talk about this kind of stuff, but it's for me, it's just like I'm mad, I'm mad. But much love. Let me know what you think. Use the hashtag Gazillionaires Club, and we'll get this conversation going. How do you feel about the monkeypox? Do you feel like the people are seeing the truth now? Because what happened in the last 2 to 3 years with COVID, and with the current administration, if you live in America, because they are destroying the country. They are lying to us, the American people. And what about the Fed? The whole economy, the world economy is based on the Fed's decision. And we know they've been lying over and over and over again. How about an audit? Everything that's happening, okay, my friend? And what about how are you prepping for yourself? Are you into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, gold, silver, real estate, community, food, energy? Pick one, okay? Find the right kind of people. Hang out with them. Have a conversation with me. So much love. Ta-da.